Hi guys, Belle Jacques here. I'm going to be doing a review on a bunch of different pigments that I bought off of Etsy, etsy.com. About a week ago, I don't know what happened to me. I just decided to go on this pigment binge and just kind of went nuts. It all started out, I just wanted to look for a green. Went to look for my little counter at the mall, Mika Bella Cosmetics, and they were gone, and so I was devastated. And then started looking online, and I stumbled upon Etsy, and that just became my world for like a week and many, many hours. I ended up kind of narrowing down to ordering samples from 3 different companies. Those 3 companies are Spectrum Cosmetics, Sundara, and Simply Just Minerals. So I'll just kind of go through each of them. Spectrum is the one I'm going to start out with first. I ordered 30 samples from them. I just went crazy. They have so many color options. I don't even know how many color options they have. I don't know, maybe 80 or 90 or something. I'm sure I ordered at least half of it. Here's a quick look. Just a quick look at the samples I got. They come in this cute little kind of 1x1 baggies with enough powder to use for, oops, you can see that. That's enough powder to use for, 3 or 4 applications. I guess it depends on how much pigment you actually use. So what I'm going to do now is actually just go through all the colors and swatch them. Let's swatch the colors. So let's see. We're going to start out with the greens, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but here we go. So I'm starting out with the greens. So this first one here is sort of like a blue-green. It's called Green Man. It's a matte color. The next one is called Brunswick. It's more of like a forest green, and it is also a matte color. The one next to it is Wicked. I don't know. It really just kind of reminds me of the, the green that you see on witches look. This here, which I know you can't really make out, it's called Jaded.
It's definitely got a touch of green in it, but it's got lots of mica, so it makes it kind of reflect and look. It's got a shade of green, but it's kind of just this pearlized mica look. Um, the one after that is called Envy, and that one is just like a nice green metallic color. Great color. They all go on really well. Well pigmented. Um, I like all the colors, all the greens. Then I moved on to the oranges. This orange here, this one is called Clockwork. Um, I'd consider it like about a tangerine-ish kind of color, actually. A metallic tangerine color. It's got little flecks of orange in it. It reflects really nicely in the sunlight. This one next to it is called Tangelo. Um, I guess you could say it's a tangerine-ish, but it's a dark, deep orange to me. Almost kind of like a burnt orange. It's matte. This one is matte. Tangelo is matte. Then there's a yellow next to it. The yellow is Submarine, and that one is also matte. It's a nice yellow. On me, I'm a little bit darker skin, so it'd take a few applications for it to come out actually and be a nice yellow. But it still turned out pretty nice. It's sort of a mustardy yellow, in my opinion. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, and moving on down to the next row. So we start here with the purple. You can't really see it too well, but it's just kind of like a nice light purple, again, with the mica in it. So it's got that kind of pearlized look. That color is called Iris. It's really beautiful. I love it. The one next to it is called Lenore. It's a darker purple. It's pearlized. It is also pearlized, but not as much as the iris. Next to that, this one is matte, and you can't really tell, but it's Cupid. Just kind of consider it like kind of like a lavender or pastel kind of purple. It goes on me a little bit darker than lavender. Um, this
This is the color here. So you can see it looks pretty lavender here, but it actually goes on um, a little bit darker, obviously, on, you know, depending on your skin tone. The one after that is Haze. Haze has little purple reflex in it. It's also a little pearlized. I'd consider it maybe closer to like an eggplant type purple. Um, Again, great color, good pigment. I will note, I think the Cupid, it's matte, but it goes on. It takes a few applications to actually get some color. It doesn't go on as nicely as some of the other colors do. Next to that is probably one of my absolute favorites right now, and it's called Scale. It's beautiful. I mean, it just reminds me of like a mermaid. The scales, you know, the mermaid tail, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Just like a nice, pretty blue, almost with a little bit of like gold reflex in it, gold mica in it, and maybe even a touch of blue too. Really beautiful color. I love it. Next to that is Madness. Now, Madness is actually sort of a purplish bluish. It definitely has purple reflex in it. What's interesting about this is that when you look at the package, it actually looks just like it looks more like a midnight blue to me. Let's see if I can get this straight. It looks very dark. See what I mean? It looks really dark, and you would think that it is more of a dark blue, but it's not. It's actually kind of like a pearly purple. After that is Night Sky. Night Sky is another one that's kind of tricky. It looks dark in the packaging, but actually turns out it's like a very pretty um, bluish purple. The difference between Night Sky and Madness, um, you can see a difference between the two, but it's almost kind of subtle. I want to say the Madness has like more mica in it than the Night Sky does. Night Sky is just kind of a pearlized simple, whereas the Madness has a little bit of like gold undertones, I think, in it. After that is Frostbite. Just, you know, your standard black. It's nice black. It's matte. Again, I think it takes a few applications to get it on and stay on. After Frostbite, we have Cordial. Cordial is really just like a mauve, I guess I would call it. It's a matte color. It went on pretty nicely. The one after that is called Crackle. This is probably the one I'm least disappointed. I'm the most disappointed with. It's really pretty much just glitter. All of these, I should add, are safe for eyes, face, and nails. Some are safe for the lips and some are not. On the packaging, they tell you what it's safe for, which I think is really great. But back to Crackle. Crackle is pretty much just glitter. It's red glitter, and it crackles. It really does kind of crackle because when you put it on, it doesn't really stick. That takes several applications to stick. So maybe it's something I'd put over another color. Probably not wear it by itself unless you're ready to pack on a lot. Um, or mix it. Maybe try it wet. You know, I didn't try any of these wet yet, so this one Crackle might be a good one to do wet, but definitely not dry. After that is Brick. Brick is great. It really is just kind of like a brick red. I think this will make a great lipstick color. It does happen to be safe for lips. I think it'll be a great color if you're into looking for like a deeper red. Next to that is In Bloom. In Bloom is like a nice, cute little pink, which is a color that I used today on my lids. Again, I noticed it took a few applications to kind of get it on evenly. I'm thinking maybe it's just a little bit dry. And the last one is Coral. Coral is just this beautiful kind of pink with gold mica undertones. Just a real pretty kind of shimmery pink, light pink. Not the most pigmented. It goes on okay. Not super pigmented, though, I would say. Probably one of the lesser pigmented of the ones that I ordered. And that about covers all of the color ones. What I'm going to do next is go through all of the neutral tones. There's about 10 of them here. We'll go through those and show you those colors. So far overall, I'm digging Spectrum. I would probably order a few colors from them. I like their green mats especially, and this brick color. The yellow, the Tangelo, not so much, but maybe that's just me. It seems a little dry to me for a matte. I guess that's it for now. I'll see you guys on the next video when I do the neutrals for Spectrum. Thanks for watching. Bye.